Welcome back, everyone. So glad to have Lorene back with Mill Creek Gardens because you always bring so many pretty things. And you know, people are wondering, it's July, it's so hot. Is it too hot? Is it too late to plant your perennials and shrubs? And maybe you want to just kind of fill in with some more stuff in your garden?
Well, that's the question of the week. We had people requesting, is it too hot to plant and what can you plant right now? Well, you can plant when you're ready to plant. You just need to make sure you keep your plants hydrated. I know you told me earlier that your sprinkler system goes on when you're not there, and so you want to make sure that you hydrate those plants that are starting to look droopy by 10 or noon, and make sure that you put the hose on and let it run just a little bit and saturate that area, because it's the root ball itself that needs to get water.
Okay. And let me ask you on that watering real quick. If they're looking a little droopy, will they revive in a day or so?
Oh yeah, even in an hour or two. You want to get them to perk back up by giving enough water. If they don't revive, then you haven't given them enough water to the center of that root ball.
Okay. So what do we bring? We're going to talk with some vines and perennial shrubs.
We've talked about clematis a lot on the show here, and this is two different colors of clematis. They bloom so beautifully, and you can put them along on a trellis on a fence. We brought some Rose of Sharon. There's 3 different colors. There's lavender and a white bicolor, and then a solid white. They will bloom the rest of the summer. There's also a beautiful rose bush down there. The roses are great for summer color, and you come in and Leslie will take great care of you with those roses.
I remember your rose section. It's huge. So really, everything you want is going to be right there.
Well, you can also smell them. You can see the color. You can get the fragrance you want. This is a beautiful little plant. It's Weigelia. It also comes with some red foliage and pink flowers. This will bloom intermittently throughout the rest of the season. It's lovely. Look at this hydrangea. This hydrangea is called Pinky Winky. It comes out white, and then you can see on a few of these that are starting to go pink. It will give you some pink. Here's a picture of the Pinky Winky. Monrovia is a great grower, and we love their stuff. And it's also a proven winners, which is a great well-known plant. One last flowering shrub I want to tell you about is this is Bluebeard or Caryopteris. This blooms the rest of the season. This one happens to be a dwarf variety, maybe getting about 3 feet tall. I love this one because a little bit of wind movement will create this to move back and forth.
I actually put some of those in pots this year. Then you can kind of control them because they can get kind of crazy.
Sure, and you can trim them anytime. Usually you want to trim them when they're done blooming. You can trim them back while they're blooming to keep the buds coming. I mean, these are just full of buds up and down the stem. Hey, one last flowering shrub I didn't see. This is the summer blooming lilac, or we call it butterfly bush, and there's actually one blooming behind us here. And this one happens to be a dwarf one, so we do have a lot of dwarf shrubs if you don't want to prune as much.
That's good, because if you're afraid, you're like, oh no, not the big butterfly bush. The dwarfs ones will really help out a lot. All right.
Awesome summer blooming perennials, and also some perennials with just some beautiful color foliage. This one is one of the coral bells. It's beautiful. It's peach flambe. Here's a couple of sedums. These are very water-wise, definitely beautiful color. This is going to bloom pink flowers here in another few weeks. This is for the shade. It happens to be a corydalus, and it will bloom like crazy the rest of the summer, those yellow flowers. Here's some low-growing ones that are great for a rockery. This one happens to be Kent Beauty oregano. This one's amethyst, the miniature variety of that, and these bloom out of their flowers. The little
the buds
come out, and it's actually a really lovely little plant. This one here is Homestead Purple Verbena. It blooms the rest of the summer, just cascades down 2 or 3 feet. It is a perennial verbena. That's the only one we have. This is a beautiful little campanula. It blooms the rest of the summer. It has these little bell-shaped flowers on them, and it is very fleshy, so the foliage comes really quick.
That makes like a pretty mound, doesn't it?
Very much so, and it blooms. It'll cascade over or just be a nice mound. Now, we've talked a lot about dianthus this season. This is another one, and it blooms like crazy, and it smells so wonderful. I love the color of the foliage because it kind of looks blue. You can pick up the tones of the blue, blue stem grasses or the blue spruces, some of the blue tones of the foliage. This is a wonderful little Shasta daisy. This one's called Crazy Daisy. It's a double with some ruffles, so it's fantastic. Another water-wise plant here is this evening primrose. This one's called Young Eye. It's lovely. It'll bloom the rest of the summer with these yellow flowers. This one we don't talk about a lot. This one's called Cupid's Dart, and it's a lovely little flower. Yep. And it has this gray foliage too. It's very interesting. Okay, a couple of cone flowers here. Hot papaya, more cheesier, wonderful. Couple of daylilies. This one here, I've got to turn it around so you can see this one. This one's called South Seas. This is a homegrown one. We grew this here at Mill Creek Gardens, and it is a lovely, lovely daylily. This one's called Happy Return, so it's a rebloomer. These are also edible. I don't know if you're into trying new things.
Why not?
You can eat the buds, saute them with your eggs, and it's pretty good. Really fun. This is a summer blooming sunflower. It's called Heliopsis or false sunflower. It's a lovely bloomer. Now, A couple of grasses. We're going to talk next time more about grasses, but I did bring a couple of them. This one here is really spectacular. It is a andropogon Indian warrior. This is like 6 feet tall, and it has the red tones to it. So it is a perennial. Lovely. We have some wonderful perennial, vegetable starts here. Large flowers or large fruits on them. So
all kinds of things happening at Mill Creek Gardens. Matter of fact, you go on there right now. They've got their veggies. They've got all kinds of stuff. It is a sea of blooming flowers and roses, trees, shrubs. They have everything. Location is 3500 South, 9th East, right there in Salt Lake City. The number's on the screen. You can go out, give them a call, go out and see them. Just talk to them. Mill Creek Gardens. Remember, if you have a question, Facebook it in to Mill Creek Gardens, and if they choose it, then you'll get a gift card there, right?
Right. And remember, every day is a great day at Mill Creek Gardens.
Every day is a great day when you come here, too. So thank you so much, Lorene and Mill Creek Gardens.